Now, as a viewer, I love looking at behind the scenes and origins of things, and now that I have a YouTube series, I thought why not throw my hat in the ring and make a video about how I make What Have I Been Watching. Now, this video will cover a lot, but not everything. How I pick a series is a video that should already be out by the time this video is finished, and some of the nuanced things may be omitted. So without further interruption, let's begin. Generally, I like to come up with an idea first, one that would be the main idea of the title, thumbnail, and sometimes the intro. Say for December it was Akko and the extra waifu review segment, January's was the anime made in China, and for February's video it was Chainsaw Man. Also, I do call the videos by their release month and not actually by the month I watched the shows in, sorry for the confusion. At the idea stage, I also like to get an idea of what shows I'll be watching in the next month. Not all of them, but generally at least the first two for the month. Now, I already talked about the way I select shows, but a quick rundown is that I have a spreadsheet with the next 5 filled with sequels and new shows, and a to watch list which is purely series I haven't seen. From this, I roughly know between the next 2 and 5 shows I will watch. Writing kinda just falls wherever in the process. Sometimes I do it straight after watching a show, other times it gets close to the deadline. This is because I feel my writing's at its best when an idea comes to me about a series, then the words just kind of flow and make my best work in this area. If you couldn't tell, I don't really excel at English, but I try my best as I know it's very important for these videos. Following that is actually watching the shows for a month, which I like to complete around 7 to 8 series to make a good video. There isn't too much to say here. I roughly watch 4 episodes or 1 movie a day. For episodes, that's 2 from 2 different series. Sometimes I watch more, sometimes I watch less, all depends. Though, when it gets to the end of the month, it can be a real struggle to get every series I'm watching finished in time for starting work on a video. Up next to voiceovers, which I normally try and finish in a day, but can end up taking 2 to 3. I use Audacity, so nothing special. I don't do this optimally as I only save the MP3 and not the Audacity project file, which I don't recommend, but I do. The fun part of voiceovers is either when I do a section successfully or make a funny mistake, which I would show, but unfortunately I don't have any saved. Editing is the last main step I go through, and it's putting everything together. I use visual track 1 for main footage, and audio track 1 has the audio attached to that footage. All other video tracks are just for visual effects, audio tracks 2 and 5 are for audio effects, such as bleeps or other effects. Voiceovers are on track 3, and music on track 4. This is definitely the most time consuming section, especially because I also have to download everything for these, and that takes, you guessed it, about a day's worth of time. I mean, editing is also the most relaxing and fun thing to do, as I just get to make whatever I want, and normally just relax listening to music. Around this point I'll make the thumbnails. I also have to copyright test these videos, making sure no visual and audio gets claimed. When it does, I generally have to replace it. A specific example with this would be the opening to Blender S, which no matter what I did would get me blocked worldwide, so I replaced it with the ending song. So far, none of my videos have restrictions on monetization, and none are blocked in any country. Not that I have any monetary gains from this channel right now anyway, but other parts I do is add an end screen, write a description, and put it all together in roughly a day or 2 before you all get to see it. And despite this video being about making the videos, it'll roughly go through the same procedure. So that's how I make my monthly What Have I Been Watching videos. I hope this has been interesting and gives some insight to my monthly process with these videos. I always strive to make each video better than the last, and I think for the most part I've succeeded. Well, I think that's all. So as always, my socials are down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!